also come into the Zoom. There's a link below, and this is where you can connect with us, with me, ask a question and hang out with us. So welcome to the show tonight. I'm just checking that everything is connected very well, because sometimes it's a little bit funny, and Mercury is retrograde, as you know. When the planet Mercury is retrograde, a lot of technical things do not work. So I hope tonight we're going to have a good show and that everything's going to work perfectly, but it seems to be okay right now. So I'm just going to click that button in there. I'm going to start the chat to see if things are coming up. And also I wanted to remind you that basically it's easier to ask questions on YouTube, because you know what happened to me, I got kind of, some people sometimes, some weird scammers that actually try to talk to the people who leave messages on Facebook. So I think it's much better to leave a message on YouTube. I invite you to join the channel, youtube.com/RaphaelPsychic. And the link is just below the show, so you can join it. And I wanted to tell you that the next, subscriber number 300 will be winning a psychic reading with me of a 15 minutes length and an $80 value. There was a winner already for the number 200. They won this session, and now the next, it's going to take a few new subscribers, and then that person will win another session. So subscribe. I wanted to say that to you. All right, so let me just click that button, and then I'm going to start telling you a little bit about astrology. See who is in the Zoom, who's waiting. Okay, I see 4 people waiting in the Zoom. So there's Mattia who's coming in, there's Adiba who's coming in as well, there's Betsy who's coming in, there's Kristen as well. So there's a lot of guests tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I'm going to admit someone else as well. Okay, Kristen, I didn't click in the button. Kristen didn't want to come, but now she's in, so that's great. And then I'm going to first tell you a little bit about astrology, what is happening for you this week. Okay, she's joining. Everyone is here now. That's great. I don't see any weirdos or weird people, because you know what's happening all the time. I get bombed. That happened again today. I did a show in French, and we had some weird stuff going on. So I don't know. It's kind of fun in a way, because you never know what's going to be next. But at the same time, it's a little bit scary because you don't know what's going to come up next. So I hope we don't get bombed and we don't get some weird videos or something. So you never know, it's like surprises. We'll see what happens. Anyway, this is for the astrology this week. First of all, we start with Aries. So Aries, ground yourself, be closer to the earth, ground, you need some grounding this week. I need some grounding. I'm an Aries. I just had a great massage here in Mexico and I feel really grounded. That's why if I don't speak as fast as usual, it's because I'm a little relaxed inside and I want to just chill, So that's what's happening for Aries this week. Relax yourself. It's from Thursday to Thursday. So it's like from yesterday until the next Thursday. That's what is in store for you. That's what's happening for you this week. Then we have the Taurus. Taurus, reconnect yourself with the energy of the mother, the earth, the planet. So it's a moment to really rejuvenate yourself, eat well, sleep well. And remember, you're part of this planet. You are not always high up in the sky, even though there's a lot of Uranus right now in Taurus. But still, you can be grounded. You can connect with with the planet, sit down, connect with this mother energy. That's what I recommend for Taurus this week. And then we have Gemini. What I like for Gemini is love. It's the card that came up is the Lovers. So great things for Gemini this week. It's a moment to see who could be your twin flame. This concept of twin flame, finding the right person for you, the perfect person for you. That person could be there this week. And also we are kind of getting closer to the Valentine times, like the Valentine's like next week. So I forgot when it is in the US, but it's in the 14th of February in most of countries. I guess it's the same. Kristen says yes, she's ready. So then lovers for the Gemini, and you might have something really good for the Valentine. So then we have Cancer. Cancer, you have somebody teaching you new things. You are considering learning, new things, maybe traveling or like learning something that comes from abroad. That's for Cancer this week. And then we have Leo. Leo is back in the spotlight. So a lot of success for Leo. You're in the middle of everything. The light is coming back. You had some weeks that were a little bit funny, but the good stuff is coming back for you. So you're right at the center of everything again. It's coming back, the light, the fire, you're here for us to entertain us, because Leo like to entertain, to be in the middle of everything and to be seen. And they do great doing that. They're just the best in the middle. You are back in the middle of everything. Then we have Virgo. Virgo, this week you have to accept what's happening to you. You can't control it. You're not responsible. Just let it go. Just let it happen. You are not responsible. Just accept the situation, what is happening to you this week. Just let it be the way it is. Don't feel like, no, I don't want. No, just let it happen. Chill out, relax, accept it. This is what it is. You're not responsible. You didn't create that situation. Just let it flow and just let it be. And now we have Libra. So I don't know if there's any Libra out there, but it's really hot for you this week. It's a very sexual, exciting week for you. I can see some really good things happening around you. Seduction, sharing hot nights with somebody. So I like what I see. I wish I was a Libra, but I'm not. I'm just an Aries with grounding this week. But Libra is going to have much more fun than me. So I'm excited for you. It's a hot, steamy week for you. You're getting ready for Valentine as well, I guess, but you're already in Valentine tonight. So it's very good for you. Very good week for Libra. And then we have Scorpio. Scorpio, it's a good week for you to, get through some purification. Sometimes, Scorpio, they think very deep. They keep thinking and thinking and thinking and digging and digging and digging. And sometimes it's a bit dark, it's like stop digging. Chill out, relax as well, and maybe have a shower with Himalayan salt. That would be very good for you, or like burning some white sage around you. What you can do as well one day is just write down everything that bothers you or the people that have been annoying you and stressing you. Write all the names on a piece of paper, cut it in two and burn it and just get rid of it. That could be a good thing for Scorpio right now. Tonight could be a good thing, this weekend, or it could be a great little ritual you could be doing this week for all the Scorpio. And then we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, this week, you're reconnecting with some ancient wisdom. It could be shamanic, like a shamanic books, or like drumming and doing this kind of journeying and the drumming and reading about it, maybe reading about astrology. It's a very good week for you to reconnect with all that. Oh my God, I have to relax a little bit after the massage. I have to wake up a little bit. Let me have a little bit of tea. Jasmine tea, which is very good for the heart, makes you happy. Right, okay. And then we have Capricorn this week. We connect with the spirits of animals, Sometimes we have like a little dog or a little cat with us, or any kind of animals, koala. And they have a lot to teach us. They can bring a lot to us. And sometimes there's a message from them, and they can really rebalance us, bring a sense of balance to us. So this week for Capricorn, we connect with all these little animals around you. You don't have to own one, but maybe you can go outside and see, what you see. It can be, I know, like I have friends in Canada right now, and there's coyotes in Toronto, and they walk around in the snow. I did not even know they would walk in snow because I used to see them in LA. But anyway, there's coyotes, and some people are a little bit scared of it, but don't be scared. They could be a message for you, Capricorn. So animals are definitely something that is that you want to think about this week. And the animals you see in your dreams as well. I was saying last time I saw a kangaroo that was hugging me in my dream, and it was a very good sign, a message that everything's going to be okay. Don't stop the speed. Keep going, keep going. That's very kangaroo-esque, the message of the kangaroo. It was a very nice dream. So sometimes you dream of animals that you've owned or not, but there's a message from them. That's for Capricorn this week. Connect to all these animals, basically. And there's an Aquarius. Aquarius, I say every week, but I have to say it again. You're leading the world. You are just leading the whole thing. We're on the age of Aquarius. Everything is Uranus right now, the planet of Aquarius. There's those computers, Zoom, we're together. That's Aquarius. This is your fault. But we like you because then we can do that. Otherwise we wouldn't be here today. We could not connect. This is thanks to you, Aquarius. But this week, think about your body, be healthy. Maybe you've been eating too much pizza, you didn't sleep enough. Betsy, be careful, vegetables for you for this week. Next week, you can start again eating what you want. So,
You're right about the pizza. That is so true, because I had a pizza party today.
I must be psychic. That was an easy one, right? Yeah. There you go. I'm crazy and psychic. That's what's happening, guys. When we talk about pizza, I go cuckoo. This is what happens with the cheese, That's all I care about. So, then, I was saying, be a little bit careful with your body this week, and maybe eat well, sleep well. The moon is doing weird things in the sky at the moment, so maybe it disturbs you a little bit. relax. I think for a lot of signs this week is very much about relaxing, knowing that everything's going to be okay. Libra is going to have these really exciting nights, you know, so Libra is definitely having a good time, just like Gemini, who's like really connecting with love. So, but apart from that, just, you know, relax this week. And that's going to end up with Pisces. The card that came in was the calcite, and it's very much about relaxation. Relax, it's going to be okay. Sleep, get a massage, come to Mexico and get a massage where I went because it was really good and so amazing. So that's my recommendation for Pisces. Relax, no stress, and yeah, and start your week, you know, easy, take it easy. And that's what it is for Pisces. So now let me remind you what we're doing here today, in case you didn't know. We do not eat pizza, but what we do, we talk about, you know, I'm a psychic and medium. I use tarot and intuition, and you can ask me questions. It's better if you ask me a specific question so everyone can ask a question, because if you ask me a question like what's going to happen in the next 10 years, it might take a little long, you know. So it's better if you have one specific question, love, work, money. You can ask me anything you want. We can talk about health, about pregnancy. Any question you have, I can look into it and tell you what I see. And I wanted to tell the people that are watching the show on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere they see the video, you can type in your question on YouTube, preferably. This is the best media that I'm using. That's what I like the most. It's safe, it works, it's great. As Facebook, sometimes we get some hackers. That's what's been happening, you know, for the past 6 months. People are trying to hassle all the clients or the people or the viewers that leave messages. It's a crazy hacker saying, come to my page. Or anyway, it's been a mess. So Facebook is okay to watch, but to type, please, YouTube, or of course, join me on Zoom. We're all together. It's fun. We're like a family and we see each other every week. It's been like 24 weeks now or something like that. So, you know, it's going and going. We'll always be here, and it's fun to be a group and to see from week after week what's been happening in your life. You know, for me, it's always very interesting. So what is happening now here? Sorry, it's like the chat window is transparent. Every week there's always something funny that happens. Let me put it non-transparent because otherwise it's strange. I see the messages transparent on top of the Zoom window. So let me just click that button before we can get started. If I can, yes, background opacity. Okay. I wish I had someone doing that for me, but I don't. So I'm doing it on my own, and then we're going to start. Who was the first person who connected? I completely forgot now. I'm losing my memory a little bit. Was it Mattia who connected first? I think so. Let's talk to Mattia. How are you doing? Hello? Yeah, you're here?
Hi, Raphael. How are you today?
I'm great. I like your t-shirt.
Thank you. My favorite superhero.
Yeah, me too. I like it. I like his car. It's convenient, right?
Car, yeah.
Better than the subway, a little faster. Yeah, I like
it.
Yes, all right. So what would you like to ask me? What is your question today, Mattia? Let's see what's going on.
Is there anything exciting coming up for me soon?
So I'd rather you asking me a specific question, but I'm going to pick a crystal card and see what they want to tell you and what's happening, okay? Let's see if it's exciting or not, but let's see what is the message from the crystal card. I want to show you the cards the way they look like, you know, because it's good to see a little bit what I'm doing with my hands. I'm not playing the piano, I'm not eating pizza. I got cards in my hands on the table, right? So I wanted to show you a little what's happening. Okay, now nobody can see anything. Okay. So that's what I got, no pizza, just crystal cards. So I'm going to use these for you. I like it because, you know, they really give they are very good to give a kind of a general vision, and also they're very good to know which crystal is good for you in this very moment of your life. Why using crystals? Because crystals, by the way, I never talk about it. I say crystal. Crystals are amazing because they come from the earth. First of all, it's very ancient. It was created by water and pressure, like a diamond. It's really, really an amazing phenomenon, and it's very, very beautiful. But also, we are made of water as well. So because crystals are made for this process with water and pressure, the good thing is that we can kind of tap into their energy and use them to heal what's happening in our bodies. So certain crystals like the rose quartz that I recommend a lot, especially before Valentine, is very good for the heart energy. The amethyst is very good to develop the 8th chakra, to connect with other dimensions. A diamond, people don't know, but it's not recommended for everyone because it empowers and amplifies the energy that comes to you and that comes out of you. So if you marry the wrong person and they give you a big rock on your hand, but it's the wrong person, it's going to be hell if you're wearing a diamond. Maybe you want to wear something else. If it's the right person that's amazing and loves you and you love them in return, the diamond is going to empower everything. So crystals are really powerful, and this crystal card, I like them because they give you an insight on which crystal would be good for you in this very moment, according to the question you're asking. So now you're not asking a question; it's kind of a general recommendation. So let's see what the crystal card want to tell you, and then we'll see. Okay, shuffle them, and let's see what I'm going to say. Emotional healing. So it's a moment for you to do that, to really work maybe with someone who can heal your emotions. Something is making you sad, and you are probably going to come across to a person and meet someone. Maybe there's a good friend of yours that's going to help you with that. Things that have been making you unhappy, unsettled, a bit sad. Someone is entering your life very soon and fix that for you or with you. Some kind of teacher. It could be a yoga teacher. It can be like a shaman. Or someone is coming into your life and helping you with this matter. And the crystal that was recommended actually doesn't have a name. It just says awakening crystal. That's not a specific crystal, but this card indicates that. So for you, I think if I think about it, which crystal would be good for you? I'm thinking like, I would say a rose quartz would be good for you, because, for emotions, for your heart, to make you feel better, more connected to your heart. Rose quartz would be great, but anyway, this card says someone is coming into your life and to help you with your emotions. So there's going to be someone. I feel like a good friend of yours is coming to you to help you with that. Someone you can talk to that's going to help you. That's how I see.
Okay,
That's
so
how I read the card.
somebody that I already know.
Yes, like a close friend of yours is going to come and help you with that. There's going to be support with your emotions. This is how I read the card. So this is the news, I would say. Someone's going to help you with your emotions. And I feel a close friend's going to come. Or maybe the close friend is going to introduce you to a person that can help you, or maybe a class. Or that's how I'm seeing it. So what it means is going to be better emotionally. I feel there's going to be something good coming to you in terms of emotions. Yes, just on time before Valentine. You will be happy that day because sometimes Valentine it can be great or it can be so depressing.
Yeah.
I remember, I just tell you a little story. I mean, nobody cares, but I still want to say it. I was in the West Indies one day on Valentine night, and I was actually stuck there because there was a volcano in an island nearby. And so I got stuck on the island, which I didn't mind. It was winter, so that's the worst moment to be stuck on an island. It was winter, but it was beautiful, like sunny, hot, when it was very cold in Europe. So I was like, you know what, I'm stuck. But so I was stuck for Valentine on my own. And I went to the village at night just to kind of eat something. It was not really happening. And then someone came to my table totally out of the blue. And I had an amazing Valentine with this person who totally came out of the blue in the middle of nowhere on this island. That was the plane would not take off anymore. There was ashes everywhere. But I had a cute little Valentine in this market eating some fish in this totally random place. So what I'm trying to say is that it can happen, until the last minute. You never know. You can have a good Valentine, even if you didn't plan anything. Something can happen. Something really sweet can happen. And I wish that to all of you. But that was definitely a fun night. It was a while ago, but on this island and stuck in a lost island in Guadeloupe because of a volcano. So that was a good Valentine. Yeah, that was very good.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, so you never know until the last minute. And also this month of February is quite good for love. There's good things happening, there's Venus, there's good stuff going on. So it could be a good Valentine for most of us. We'll see. We will talk about it after the Valentine. Right? Yes. We'll see that.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's great to see you every week. You have a good vibe, and it's always a pleasure to see you, Mattia.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for joining. I'm going to talk to Adiba now because it's like the middle of the night in England, and I don't want her to be like always, have to wait or like she's probably half asleep. So we're going to talk to Adiba because she's calling from far away. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Happy. That's good. You don't look tired. No, because it's like 2 a.m., right, where you are?
Mm-hmm.
Which is,
Yeah.
you can do it. You're very young, so it's fine. You can still stay up at night.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. Actually, I'm more awake at 2 a.m. than at 2 p.m. But anyway, we're all
Yeah.
different, right? So what is your question today? What would you like to know?
So the question today is,
Yes.
tomorrow is Saturday and I'm supposed to have a date with someone.
All right.
But this person today has been silent, very quiet.
Right.
And I don't know if they still want to meet or they don't want to meet, or if I should hold on to if they don't reply to me until morning.
All right.
My question is like, should I wait for this person because this person is part of something with me?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just like I should forget about this person and just
All
move
right.
on, get
I
a
hear you.
refund
So
on my tickets?
I get it. It's good to know, because you don't want to waste time with the wrong person and start waiting for nothing, or maybe waiting for something that's worth it. Maybe he had like a problem, or he couldn't text or something, or he wants to text at the last minute. Jan is coming. Somebody else, another guest is coming and joining us on this Friday since I changed the timing. So that's really good. I'm glad everyone can join. So Adiba, let's see with this person, should you pursue this and maybe text him or wait for him to text you or to talk to you, or just like it's a wrong relationship, it's not going to happen? Let's see. So you're here, he's here. What does the card? It feels like maybe it's better to leave it, because I see that there's some issues, but you know what? On your end, there might be things that you have to fix in yourself to be able to be with this person, because this person has already a vision of how they want the relationship to be, how they want the future to be. And maybe there are things that you need to fix about yourself, maybe because of this other relationship we were discussing last time, but it seems that you need to fix a few things before you can start something new. Maybe that was a little bit too quick, So that's the reason why. That being said, if you fix any issues you have inside of you, there is potential with this person, but this person is actually more ready than you. And they might have felt that you were not super ready for a relationship right now because you were still having things or issues to fix. So what I would recommend for you is to fix these issues as soon as you can, but it's really about facing the truth about certain issues you have and certain anxiety you have. You need to work on that a little more if you want to pursue anything with this person. And the reason why they are not messaging you, I feel that it's because they don't feel welcome doing so for some reason. Something you're saying or expressing that they feel doesn't make them welcome into their life, because they're ready and you don't seem to be. And then they feel, oh, she's thinking that, she's saying that. Maybe he feels like he feels like frozen. It's hard for him to react or to go in your direction. Maybe that's why he's not texting. This is a reason why he didn't message you. He feels a little bit paralyzed by the situation. He must have said something, or maybe he felt something. He felt like, oh, maybe she's not that ready. She's not very clear with herself. And that's why we can't make it happen. But you can change it. There would be potential with this person, but you have a little bit of work to do. We all have anyway, but on that particular situation, yes, you might not be ready for him.
Because mainly I do struggle with anxieties with people leaving and stuff.
Yes.
So I think I need to accept the fact that people come and go. And that's a big lesson that I'm learning still. So
yes. People come and go. And also we have different experiences. Some people are here for 1 week. Some people are here for like 20 years, and we never really know. And every day it can change, So, but for you, yes, this anxiety needs to go. So you need to work on that And it's very much about, I feel as well that there's a connection with your parents, maybe your mother as well, the fear of being abandoned or something, but because I think his mother, that person, was very good, very loving. I feel there's something about it where he came from was very stable and very good. And you have still things to maybe, deal with where you come from. And there's a connection with that. He's super stable, and you still have to fix a few things for you to understand each other and be on the same page, if I may say. So that's how I'm feeling it. For you, I feel what a good stone, by the way, is, and I wanted to show you this one that I like very much. This stone is flint. It's very easy to find, especially in England. Wherever there's the ocean or the sea, you walk by the beach and you can pick one up. I like this one. Actually, it comes from close to England, from the other side, from France. And my parents have a beach house there that I talk about sometimes, that had a ghost and all that. Anyway, the beach is very close. And one day I took a friend of mine and her children, and the children picked some crystals for me. And that was one of them, and it's flint. It's very, very powerful. And I wanted to say, by the way, children sometimes are the best people who can pick the crystals for you. If you don't know which crystal to pick, bring a child with you in a store, a nice child, not like a brat. Nice child of a friend of yours or your child or whoever. Bring them with you in the store. Say, hey, what do you like in the store? And then they bring chocolate. No, I'm kidding. And then, you know what I mean? No, go, what crystals do you like? And they will select a very good crystal for you. So if you have a little brother, little sister, friends, or friends of, you know, a son or kids or friend of yours, they can select great crystals. And that stone was selected by a child of my friend, and he really liked crystal and he get it for me. Has a great energy. Flint is very good for all the family matters, and you connect with it, you put it in your hands, close your eyes and see, you know, it replays all the story and brings you answers and realign everything in you. So flint would be good for you. You need to get some, I think it's better to get it yourself and walk by the beach or sometimes, you know, you have flint, you know, you're not necessarily by the beach, but there's a lot of it that you can find in England. You should get a piece and meditate with it. That could maybe that could bring you some closure or understanding and light, you know, on the questions you have.
Got it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And tell us, you know, what will happen tomorrow. We want to know. All right, that sounds great. Thanks very much. So now I'm going to see, I think Betsy, is she still here? Because she was one of the first person to join as well, but she disappeared.
I'm here.
She's here. She's not anywhere. Okay, good.
I'm
perfect.
here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I want some pizza now, but anyway.
Okay, I'll save you some and bring it to you.
Yes, send it on the internet.
I'll send it to you in Mexico.
You can do that. You can do that, right? You're Aquarius.
I could send it. Yeah.
Just like, you know, like I could do it, like Bewitched, the show, and I will have.
Yeah, like Bewitched. 1, 2, 3. Hold up.
All right. So, what is your question today, Betsy? What would you like to know?
I just wanted to know: is there anybody that's going to come into my life that's going to treat me right? I mean, you know, I haven't had anybody special in my life, but I do want somebody in my life. My birthday's this month too.
Right. So that would be a great birthday present. I want to say that last time I saw that there would be somebody for you coming your way. I don't know if you remember that would have money, that was someone very comfortable, and that was going to be generous. So I do feel that this person is coming. So I think what you want to know is when. It's hard for me to say, but I remember, I happen to have a good memory because I do a lot of readings. I remember everything like a computer.
Okay.
I remember the reading I did for you. We asked that question already. And I felt that this person was happening and coming to your life very soon. I saw them coming during winter. This is winter until March the 21st or something. March 21st, spring. Just be a little bit patient. You have like.
Am I going to meet this person online, or am I going to meet this person face to face?
I feel that you're going to meet them face to face because I feel that they are in the material world, and you might, you know, you might be renting something from them. They might be selling something to you. I feel it's an exchange. It is not a very internet person, you know. Or
it's a person, person to person. Okay.
Yeah. It's not like, it's a real person that's very much in the material world, or they might have a restaurant or some businesses that you go to, maybe a place where you buy pizza.
Oh my God, could buy pizza there? Maybe they meet the owner.
Yeah, it's possible. It could be someone like that, but I feel someone in luxury that has money, buildings, renting apartments.
Maybe like a real estate broker.
Real estate, it could be a banker, someone that's very good with money and finances. So that's why I feel it's a
advisor.
Sorry?
Okay. Like a financial advisor.
Financial advisor, a real estate person, someone who's selling cars, good cars, you know, something like that. It could be someone who has a hotel, that kind of thing. But it's someone who has money and will be generous with you. That's really what I feel.
I'll be waiting for him. I'll be waiting for him.
Yes, be prepared. Prepare yourself. It's not about waiting. It's about preparing yourself because I know
I'm ready. I'm very ready.
Perfect. So this, I really felt that it's going to happen this winter. I'm not always spot on in the date and the moment, but this is the next person happening and arriving in your life. So I do.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'll give you when that day comes, I'm going to let you know how it went.
I know you will, and I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
And I want to say, you know, I like it because sometimes actually it happens more and more often. So I'm very excited about this show because people come back the next week and say, oh my God, what you said happened. You were right. And you guys say it. So, you know, so I'm sure, I mean, I really hope this is going to happen to you as well because it seems that a lot of things I say happen. So I hope this is happening too because that's a good thing that I saw. Very good thing for you.
Okay. So then after my birthday, I'll probably get that present too.
Yes, it's very likely. I remember it's an excellent year for Aquarius, which I'm so jealous about, by the way. Aquarius.
Really? Oh my
Always,
God.
it's always Aquarius, Aquarius. We keep talking about it. It's been that way for
Yeah,
years, and
I
you're the
remember.
you are the new Leo. You know, Leo can just go to sleep because the Aquarius is here. And it's a good year for you. Very, very good year for Aquarius this
Thank
year.
you.
So,
That means a lot to
yeah,
me. Thank you for at least
you Aquarius.
filling in the blanks for me.
Yeah. So let us know, and I hope you will be here. You know, next Friday
I
and
will be here next Friday. No problem. Thank you so much. You have a
wonderful.
good evening.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
Enjoy Mexico.
Thank you. I always do.
You're
It's
welcome. Take care.
thank you
Bye.
very much. Bye bye.
Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Take care. Bye.
And now we're going to move on to the next person. Kristen, I think, was the next person to log on. So I'm going to talk to you, Kristen. How are you doing tonight? I can't hear you yet, but I'm sure you're going to fix it because you know how it works in Zoom, right? You
There we go. For a minute, I kind of got frozen. And you know when you get frozen in Zoom with a really ugly face?
Oh, that happens to all of us. It's part of it. It's because of Aquarius. You know that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. They freeze our faces like a pizza, you know, and then it's like, but you're fine. You're unfrozen. It's fine. You're microwave. Don't worry.
Awesome.
It's a day for the crazy jokes, you know. The less funny, the best. Friday night. The less funny it is, the more I say it, you know. So you are unfrozen, don't worry, and you can ask your question.
Awesome. Cool. And by the way, you were right about my cat. Because I've continued to go to that veterinarian through different, and they he went on a chemotherapy pill today, and it seems to be like, because you kept telling me that it was okay to go to the vet and listen to the vet, that they were very good, and that has really come true, that they've been wonderful, wonderful, and suggesting things but not being too pushy, you know. And anyway,
Yeah, that's, you know, I wanted to remind, by the way, you know, it's very difficult to become a vet, and people that become vets are usually people that really like animals, but because you have to study so much and you have to learn how to do so many things, that if you really want to be a vet, you have to work really hard, sometimes harder than a doctor. It's sometimes more years. It is the case in Europe, but there are some bad vets as well, you know, so it's, you can be lucky when you find the right one. Maybe they didn't learn in a good school, or maybe they got it because, I don't know, they slept with someone, you know, so it can happen as well. You never know. It's not because you're a vet that you're a good vet, but I really felt that the vet that you are, you know, using for your cat and the problem your cat has, it felt like a wonderful person. And
yeah.
sometimes it's good to use healers, but in that case, I felt that this vet was going to be very good. So sometimes you want traditional, you know,
Yeah,
like,
and I've been doing both. Like I used your friend.
yeah, so you can use both.
And so
Exactly.
I've been using a CBD oil. I've been using both, but I just wanted to let you know that everything has kind of really been what you said, and
All right.
they've been suggesting really good things, and
Yes,
I'm
because the other thing as well with some vets, they're going to try to sell you lots of things and upsell your consultation, and they don't really care at the end of the day as much as they sell you. They can sell pill and this and that and that.
And
And
that's
this
what
one
I
seems to really care. Yeah.
that's what I felt like. They even told me, you don't have to do this today if you don't want to. You don't have to spend this money or that money if you don't want to. We're going to want that maybe later, but you know, so they were very like, whatever your budget is. So they were constantly asking about my budget and did I want to do that? And they went over how everything costs before you approved anything. And it was, so I did not feel at all I was being
Under
upsell.
pressure. Yes, exactly. Yes, I totally understand. Well, that's good to know. So your cat is in good hands.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that you were right, because you were like, you can trust the vet. They're going to know, and he's going to feel better, and he's going to be helped, and they're going to have things that are going to help him to feel better. And so that's kind of happening.
Like good people.
But so I just wanted to just let you know. But you know, I think just what about like an energy update? And you can let me know, we can make it simple, like yes or no, just like an energy update on me and my friend for February.
All right. So let me pick a card and just see what the card want to say. What is the message for you today? I do have to remind the story a little bit, but very briefly. Kristen likes someone. There's someone that she met a while ago. That person likes her as well. And it's a little bit underground. And now we want to see a little bit what's going on and pick a card and see what is the vibe, you know, in this, in the two vibration of these two people. We want to see a little bit what is the message from the crystals today. And maybe there will be a recommendation for one crystal for you to meditate with. So that's always very welcome. Yeah.
I was going to say, are we going to see each other? But again, timing can be so strange.
Especially right now with the COVID, you know, because even me, I don't really know, you know, I got a little bit caught with this whole COVID thing. Honestly, yeah, It's
Yeah.
completely changing
The energies
everything.
are weird.
It's really weird, and I kind of didn't really see that coming, to tell you frankly. I was expecting a war in Europe. I have to say, I was really expecting World War III. That's kind of why I'm in Mexico, by the way. But instead, we had the COVID, so it's different. I did not really feel there would be a disease like bothering everyone, but it's starting to look a little bit like kind of what I saw. So in terms of timing, I don't know, you know. So all this COVID thing at the moment is
with everything, like things that would normally
changing a
happen
lot of
are being
things.
delayed. Yeah.
And very quickly, you know, so like people can travel and all that. There's a lot of things that are happening very quick that would happen when there's a war, by the way. It's quite similar. A lot of things, a lot of restrictions that happen when there's a war, are a little bit happening right now. So I did feel that something a little fucked up was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to be a virus anyway.
It was
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
it's-
revolution, so you weren't off on war.
I feel that there is a revolution and stuff. So what I'm trying to say is that it kind of like disturbs the whole thing, you know, right now for everyone, especially with relationships, especially if the person, you know, lives a little bit far away from where you live. So let's see what the crystal card want to say. You know, what is the message right now between you and him? So let's see what they want to say. It's very interesting what comes up because the fertility cards comes in, the fairy stone. Do you have a fairy stone, by the way? I bought one in Paris once.
Fairy
You know that
stone.
stone? Yeah.
I've never heard of it. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, look that up. It's very nice. I saw them because I didn't buy it, but in Paris there's a store that I like a lot, and the lady who owns that store, she had them, and she actually recommended it for a friend of mine who was with me in the store, and it looks exactly like that. And it's a stone that's very good for fertility, women, feminine. So what it wants to tell, how I read it is that. It's a fertile moment for you to connect with this person. So do everything that you want to do because it feels that the way is open for you and him to create something together. Is it meeting each other, spending some time together, talking to each other, planning something together? But it's a good time. And I want to say, you know, this person is an Aries. I want to say, and I'm an Aries as well. And, you know, as an Aries, I can feel what's happening to that sign. And even though, you know, we all have a different natal chart, but it is a good time for Aries as well, much better than the past years. So whenever you hang out with Aries people, they're in a better place now than they were before. And I see that. I have a lot of Aries friends as well. And it's much better now. So whenever you connect with a person who's Aries, you know, right now it's better. And I know this person is Aries, your friend. So fertility, it's a good moment, you know. And also Mercury retrograde right now always makes it ideal to recall times that you had with someone, you know, contact someone again, talk about plans you had. That's a good thing of Mercury retrograde. It destroys all your phones and you get bombed on Zoom and whatever. That happens for sure. But it's also a good moment to call old friends or people you had plans with. You were planning, I don't know, a vacation, a session of something, and then you forgot. But now when the Mercury retrograde comes back, you can plan it again and think, oh, we were planning to do that thing. Maybe we should do it. And this time, maybe it's going to work. So, you know, past plans, projects you had, when the Mercury is retrograde, it's a good moment to do that. And, you know, on TV and everywhere, the horoscope say, oh my God, Mercury is retrograde, that's hell, you know, like stay home and lock the door, it's over. No, Mercury is very good as well to open your address book or your phone, because nobody has address book anymore, to call people again. Hey, how are you doing? You know, I haven't spoken to you for a while. Or like old ideas you had an idea, I don't know, to do something with a dress, to cut it and make something different with it, you know, or whatever. It is a good moment to do that when Mercury is retrograde. Nothing new, but things that were already, people that you knew already, this is a moment to contact them again.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
yes.
so if it's someone that I'm in contact with that person pretty much every week, one way or another,
Yes.
whether it's him or me. So if I want to bring up something else from the past we talked about, now would be a good time. Like, oh, hey, let's do that healing or whatever.
Absolutely. And it's a good moment as well to talk about memories that you have. And you remember that day, you know, when we had an ice cream there, or we did that, or it's a good moment to talk about it, you know, to revisit the past, especially good things or things that weren't finished or that you weren't sure about, or conversations, or it's a good moment, good time to do that.
Okay.
So it's a good Mercury retrograde. Retrograde is good for things that exist already, not for new things, launching, buying a new car. No. Fixing the old car, yes.
Cool.
Things like that. So that's how it feels. I hope I was able to bring you a little bit of light in this situation, Kristen. And maybe you will get a one of these stones, you know, like a fairy stone. It's a very good stone for women in general. It's very feminine energy, you know, the energy of the fairy. And it's also it's a very, very good energy. Oh, someone is telling me, by the way, on, how is it called? Periscope. Somebody's saying hello. So I'm just going to send her the link to my YouTube channel, so they can subscribe to my channel and ask me the question there, because as I said, it's the best way, or to join us in Zoom, just like Jan, who's here, who joined us. I haven't seen you for a little while. How are you doing? What's up?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. So would you like to ask a question tonight?
I was thinking, I don't really know. So I still talk to hot guy for no reason whatsoever.
Maybe
anyway,
because he's hot. Maybe that's
but we're not even seeing each other anymore. He doesn't even like, he just texts me. We don't even hang out anymore. So I don't know why we talk. But that,
And what is the question if you don't?
Well, I'm talking to other people and they're really boring. So I'm like, I'm just like, is somebody interesting gonna come along?
Well, what I would suggest, you know, even if hot guy was a little bit shady in a way, you still had some good time with him, you know, as you know, that's why you probably saw him a few times. And I would maybe recommend to maybe give a little call, you know, maybe see him once, you know, because of the Mercury retrograde, it's better to play or to have good times with someone that you know already than to bring new people in, because very often with the Mercury retrograde, when you bring new people in, it just doesn't last, and it's confusing, or there's confusion, you know. So maybe you want to, you know, just call him and have a little fun, or maybe someone from the past.
He's just not coming over. He's like, yeah, I'm busy. So, but then he still texts me. It's ridiculous.
But you have a cat I can see behind you. I love it. What's his name?
Apu.
What is it?
Apu.
Apu?
Yeah.
All right, it's really cute. I like it. I like that it just came to say hi.
In Bengali. I didn't name him, but that's his name.
I like it. I think he wants a reading, but it's a joke.
Yeah. Right, so when is retrograde gonna end?
It's at the end of the month, at the end of February, and after that, there's a little bit of a what's the word again? Not a shady, but a little. Kristen, remind me how it's called. I completely forgot. You know, after the retrograde, there's a little moment in shadow. It stays a little bit. Shadow, thank you. I completely forgot. It stays a bit in shadow, not shower, shadow, for a little while, for like a week or so. So I would say in March, it's getting better. Beginning of March, you can start, meeting new people, buying a new car.
A long time.
No, but you can still call like the people from before. You can call them, you know. It's a good moment to reconnect with old people. But what I'm going to do, not old people that you've known already. They don't have to be old.
Well, I don't have anyone unless I was kind of missing my professor, but he's a drunk, so I can't date him.
No, so you know what? I'm going to pick just 3 cards and see what's happening, what the future, what's in the cards for your future in love. Yeah, let's see a little bit what's happening for you, and let's see what the card have to say.
Guys are really boring right now.
I understand. I love your cat, by the way. I'm totally obsessed with your cat. I think it looks really good.
It's totally Zoom bomb.
Hey, love it. Okay, so let's see. I wish I had this cat. It's so cute. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you in your love, past, present, future. A little quick. No, something good is happening. You know, I feel that there's someone that you don't see yet, and it's going to. You don't see that they really like you, and that the guy for you, that it's the right person. But this person is going to reveal themselves to you very soon. But for some
already.
Someone in your bubble, if I may say, you know, and you don't know yet that you could be really happy together, but you don't see it yet, but you will see it. It's going to manifest itself. They're going to tell you that you're going to see that it's the right person for you, but you don't see it yet. There's someone around you that you didn't notice yet. This person is going to reveal their feelings, or you're going to see how that could work with this person, but you can't see them now. You might have seen them and you didn't realize yet. This person is coming your way. The only thing I want to say is that there's a bit of unluckiness around it. You know, sometimes certain elements, certain encounter, we meet people and there's a bit of unlucky around them. Right. So there could be a little moment around them where it's a bit unlucky, but then it should work. So it should start, and then there's going to be a little bit moment of things are not really working, you know, the problems, you can't see each other for some reason, but then it works out again. So there is someone out there that is going to reveal themselves to you. They're
Okay.
already there. So you need to
All right.
start looking a little more, maybe, you know?
Okay.
There is someone, this person is going to reveal themselves to you. I'm just going to pick a crystal card just to see if I can, I have a name that came to my mind. I'm not always spot on with names, so I can say the name, but if that person's not called like that, you can still kiss them, right? They don't
Right.
have to be called what I said. Eric.
Right.
I have
I'll kiss anyone at this point.
what is it? You kiss anyone? No, but okay, fine then. So if they're not called Eric, you can still kiss them. But the name I have in my mind is Eric.
All right. I'm not talking to an Eric, but I'll keep a
Because that's what I say. You didn't notice him yet, you know. So
Oh.
that's why he's around you. It's somebody who's around you, but you can't see him yet.
Okay.
But there will be a time when you will see him. He's going to reveal himself to you. And you could be a moment when you might meet him through a friend. They could be like you and two people, you're going together, you know, somewhere to a restaurant maybe, and that's how you meet him. But he's already around.
All right.
But hidden for some reason. Maybe he doesn't know that, you don't know that you know him, you haven't seen him, or there's something hidden about him. Or he
Okay.
saw you somewhere, but that's it.
Okay.
All right,
Right.
so
All
there's a
right.
bit of mystery around it, but you will tell me, I know, and I can't wait to know what's happening.
All right.
And I love your cat. I'm obsessed. I love your little cat. It's so cute. I love it. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next person. There is Cheryl that's connected to earlier on. So Cheryl, if you would like to ask a question, welcome to the show. It's very simple. You just appear and you can ask your question. I hope you're not a bomber because I have that all the time. I don't see any video. I hope you're real. I don't know. Cheryl, are you here? Would you like to ask a question? All right.
Hi.
Oh, she's here. Hello?
Hi, I'm here.
Oh, great. You're a real person because, you know, we had a little bit of an accident these times with people bombing the video, the show. So I was like, let's hope she's not a bomber, but you're not. So it's great news every time I click on a profile and it's not a bomber. Would you like to ask a question, Cheryl, about your life, love, work, money? Is there a question you have?
Could you please tell me about love? Is
Yes,
love
let's
very
see a little bit what's going on with your life in love. Do you have a specific question?
is love coming?
Okay, perfect. That's great. So let me shuffle the card a little bit and tell you what's going on in the love department for you. Okay, so past, present, future, what's going on? Let me see. You know, there's been some kind of betrayal going on. So I don't know if there was like a relationship, someone lying to you, and it's been really difficult. So you are still a little bit worried about that. I can still see that, you know, behind you, like you got disappointed by someone. It's very, very difficult. So you want to move on, but I still see the shadow of this person, of this relationship kind of surrounding you a little bit. You did not completely get over it. So that was a little bit of a problem. And I see that love that is still around you. You haven't cleared the whole thing yet from your system, if I can say. And I would almost do like an energy clearing for you to clear that so you can move on, you know, like disconnect yourself from that love because it's still there. That person that kind of betrayed you, I still see them like around. That's why love right now, it's hard for it to come until you really have decided, okay, that's it, that's gone. I forgot what happened. I don't care. I'm moving on. Now it's a new life. I see something like that around you.
Okay.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
Yes. So it's very much about clearing what has happened because it is still all around, you know, it's not completely over and it's a bit of a problem, you know, so it's very much about clearing all that and deciding, okay, this is finished. What is your star sign, by the way? What months were you born?
I'm a Cancer, sun sign.
All right, okay. No, that's good. No, I thought you might have been a Scorpio because this week it was very much about energy clearing. But I feel you could do what Scorpio needs to do right now, clearing your energy and maybe doing a little ceremony, a little ritual where you decide that this is finished, you know, with this person that was not nice to you. And now you can, you welcome something new, you welcome the future because I see you a little bit stuck. It was painful. It was hurtful. That's why love is not coming yet. You need to clear that first to make room for the new one.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, clear away the energy.
All right. So what I like as well for this kind of situation is to use rose quartz as well, because it can bring you trust again, and it can be very good for your heart. So meditating with rose quartz can be a good thing as well. And also what I like is this other crystal. It's a Herkimer diamond. Actually, it comes from a mine close to New York, the mine of Herkimer, and it's very beautiful. I bought this one in London. It's one of my favorite crystals. It's a very nice piece. And it brings you clarity. So sometimes you can meditate with it, revisit what happened to you, and then kind of reanalyze it and understand exactly what happened. And once you understand it, it's easier to move forward and to kind of store it behind. And okay, finish. This is what happened. It's very clear. I don't want it anymore, and go. But sometimes you still get stuck in what somebody did to you because you did not understand it 100%, But I find that Herkimer Diamond helps you to get a clear vision of things, to focus and to understand very specifically, mathematically, what happened and why it's not good for you anymore, because it's logical. It brings you a logic in any kind of question. I love the Herkimer Diamond for that. It's beautiful. I would recommend you to maybe wear one or maybe buy one and meditate with it. You can buy it online or you can find it in a crystal store. It's quite easy to find. It comes from New York. And it's not a real diamond, but it's called a diamond.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your question. And then we're going to talk to Busayo, who's back with us tonight. How are you doing? You will be probably one of the last guests tonight. So just on time. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Raphael. It's morning here in Africa, and thanks for the other time.
All right, great to have you with us. What would you like to ask today in this morning for you?
Yes, I want you to get citrine for me.
Yes.
I want you to get it for me because I read online and I know there are a lot of imitation. So I want you to get for me. Number 2, I have an interview next week, Friday.
Sorry, can you say that again? I didn't hear what you said.
I have an interview next week, Friday.
Yes, and I said a citrine would be a good crystal for you.
Yes, I have an interview next week, Friday, and I want to be, what is my fate? What do I have to do to get that job?
What do you have to do to get a citrine or to get through your situation? I didn't hear well.
What can I do to get the job next week, Friday? I have an interview next week, Friday. What do I need to do to get that job? And I need a citrine, and I want you to help me to get it.
To help you to get a citrine?
Yes, and I have an interview next week Friday. What should I do to get that job?
All right, but what is the connection with the citrine? The citrine is something you can get in a store somewhere, So this is something I think it's good to wear on you or to hold in your hand, maybe when you go to the interview, so it brings you a good vibe. So that's how you can get a citrine. For the job interview you go, you did the schedule, you're asking me how I can help you, what I see in the cards that would help you for this job interview. Is that your question?
Yes.
All right, okay. So let me see. That's a good question you're asking. You know what? I'm going to pick a crystal card and see what the crystal card want to say, what recommendation they want to give you for this job interview. What do they want to say to you? Okay, so let me see. Let me shuffle the cards and then tell you what is the advice for this job interview. I have to say something. Mercury, the planet, is retrograde. That's what I was saying to everyone. When this planet is retrograde, sometimes it is not the best moment to sign a contract or to start a new job. Very often when something starts, when the Mercury is retrograde, it could go wrong or it could start, but then you have to reevaluate everything later. So this month is a little bit challenging. That being said, if you still have to go for the job interview and it's important for you and you want the job to happen, make sure that you are really well prepared. You know exactly what you're talking about. You prepared before what question they would ask you. All that is very important when the Mercury is retrograde. And the more, if they want you, they take you, they want to give you the job. If you could sign the contract a little later, like in March, it's better than to signing in February. So it's good to keep that in mind, right? I wanted to say that first of all, little Mercury retrograde warning. And then let's see what the crystal want to say, what advice they have for you for this interview, for this job interview. Let's see what they want to say to you. Okay, so let me see. I would say, with what I get the Labradorite and the tiger eyes. It feels like you need to put all your power. They need to see that you're really strong there. They really want to see like all your energy and see that you are fit for the job and that you are the person you want. It's exactly the type of interview like when they say, all right, why are you good for us? Tell me now. That's the kind of thing, the kind of situation I see for you. And then you have to say, yeah, I want to do it because I've done this and that. I'm very good. I'm the best. And then I studied for 10 years. And then, you know, that's what they will be expecting. This energy, this power. They really want you to be like powerful and see that you could take this job. So that's the advice I would give you. The card that come up as a labradorite, it's a crystal that's of protection. And the tiger eye gives you the energy of the tiger. You know, it's like, I'm here, I'm the tiger, open the door. That's very much the energy of the tiger eye crystal. This is what they expect. They really want you to see with the power. You know, this is me, I'm here, listen to me, take me. I feel that the interview is going to be about that. Sometimes you go to a job interview, it's very mild, people ask you a question and have a little conversation, and okay, we'll call you back. But this interview is very much about showing your true power and showing that you are the person that they need to take because you can really do it. So you need to prepare that way. You know, you might want to rehearse before, practice a little bit, and they will be expecting, you know, everything from you. You need to really show you can do it. You can be the boss. You can be there. You have what it takes. They expect that from you.
Grateful.
Very much. Yeah, it's very much about that. They really want, that's what they want to see. That's what they want to hear. It's not always like that, but this interview, this is what's required and expected. They want to see like the power. They will test you on that, I feel. Yeah, they will test you on that. Make sure you are fit for the job. You can do it. You are the guy for the job. They will really, so feel like ready for it. It's going to be a strong moment, I feel. You know, they want to see the strength.
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
And
go on.
I said, I want you to help me get citrine.
But the thing is, how do you want to help me? How do you want me to help you? I'm in Mexico. I can't take a plane and bring it to you. I would. I could use a little trip somewhere right now because we don't travel that much this year. But I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sorry. I don't think I can bring it to you. I'm sorry, Busayo. Maybe next year. But this time is not happening. But you know, where are you exactly? Because you say you are in Africa. Do you know that in Africa, most of the crystals we buy, a lot of them have come from Africa. They are mined from there. I bought so many crystals from there. You have the best mines, you know? Maybe you can, Kristen is sending a link for like a website where they sell crystals, but maybe you have to see where exactly you are, you know, to see, because I think you say you were in Nigeria, so you have to see if it's delivered there. But in Nigeria, I'm sure there are crystal mines as well, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know. You need to maybe ask people around, you know, where is there a mine? Is there a store where they, you know, I'm sure you can have amazing stones in Africa. The best stones come from Africa. You know, actually, I wish I would go there just to go in the mines and do my shopping, because I remember I bought a very nice chatukite, one of my favorite crystal, and I bought it in a trade show in France, actually. And it comes, this is a chatukite. It looks a little bit like that. And it comes from, I forgot exactly where, but from a country in Africa. There's a mine of this crystal and it's amazing. And I was like, beautiful, you know. So maybe you need to ask around and see, you know, there must be maybe you know, a place where there's a mine, and then maybe they come through Nigeria, and there might be someone able to bring a crystal. But I know there's a lot of crystals in Africa. They're amazing, you know. Diamonds come from Africa. There's a lot of crystals, you know, and stones. And so you need to maybe do a bit of research and see locally. Like in Mexico, for instance, like all the opals, they come from here, but you don't really find them that much, you know. So you need to inquire a little bit, ask, you know, who knows a mine of opal, or certain crystals. They have a lot of crystals here, but it's not well marketed, but they are here. So maybe if I were you, I would start, you know, Google on the internet, what are the mines, you know, in Nigeria, maybe around where you live, and see and get maybe a very nice piece. Because in Africa, there's a lot of crystals and stones and minerals. So you got to look a little bit, you know, Google and see, maybe there's a mine not far from where you live. You would be surprised. Like, nobody knows that a lot of quartz comes from Germany. I didn't know. Or Spain, there's a lot of this other crystal, pyrite, quartz. You find them in Spain. Who would think that in Spain you're going to go and mine crystals? You know, you think about Spain, you think about, you know, a cocktail on the beach, or, you know, whatever, paella. But no, they have all these crystals as well. And I didn't know. Germany has a lot, Austria, Switzerland. You find crystals everywhere in the mountains. And there are a lot in Africa. So I'm sure you will find one. And let me know when you found it, but I'm sure there must be a way. It's impossible you don't find it.
I'm grateful. Yes, I will.
So let me know. And you know, sometimes you can also find them in a jewelry store. You maybe can find a ring with a citrine, but make sure it's a real citrine. You know, it's very important. But just go maybe in a jewelry store and see what they have. Do you have a ring with a citrine, or maybe a pendant with a citrine? It is not a very expensive crystal, so it doesn't have to be like a, you know, it's not like a diamond. It's like you know, it's not a precious crystal. But sometimes they do rings, so maybe you can buy a ring with it, maybe a pendant. That could, maybe someone could buy it for you for a present. I mean, it's you can find it really. It's not a difficult crystal, but it has to be a real one.
I'm grateful.
All right. I hope I was able to bring you a bit of guidance, and that your interview will go well, and that you will have all this courage and this power, because that's what they want. And let me know next week, next Friday, I'll be expecting you, and you'll tell us how it went. And good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Great seeing you. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. It was great to see you again tonight. I had a lot of fun with you, and I will see you again next Friday. You take care. Bye-bye. Thanks.